The other day, someone asked me a seriously stupid question. It was something along the lines of, should we pull the plug? And I was like, there's a reason Grandpappy isn't breathing right now. And that led me to this video where we're gonna be answering even dumber questions on Quora. The first question we have today is, what would you do if I touch your feet for less than 5 seconds? What would you do if I touch your... Depends what you're touching them with. Because, like, I don't mind a foot rub. I wouldn't mind that. However, anything penis related involved, that is not going to go down well, okay? That's going to piss me off, and I'm not going to like that. I'm not going to like that. You know, this happened too many times. Now, if someone were to touch my feet with their tits or something like that, then it's I'm completely fine with that. That's great. I would love that. Even if it's a stranger, I wouldn't mind someone counting my little piggies. It's been a long time since someone's done that for me. I'm very lonely. But now that I answered the question, let's see some of the answers. Jack Lord, former actor, could be famous. Since you specifically state touching my feet for less than 5 seconds, there's nothing anyone can do because of the 7-second rule. What? The rule states that touching that occurs for less than 7 seconds is considered not to have occurred at all in the eyes of criminal and civil courts. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. You're telling me that I can go around grabbing little piggies? Not to mention if I see, like, you know, some man tits, and I just go up and go like that? That's not... I can legally do that, though? I can just go up and, you know, give a little nipple flick? Obviously, I wouldn't do that to women. That's... unacceptable. That is disgusting. I don't go around groping like that. But for men, however, I could, you know, in theory, I could. But then it's like along the lines of, is it gay? You know. But if I say no homo after. And the next question we have, is it bad that I manipulated a hot girl, made her think she was ugly, and made her depressed? Well, did she deserve it? Hear me out. I think hot people in general need to have ego check. I do have to say that I don't know what he means by manipulated. That's a vague word. It could be something not bad at all, and that's what I'm assuming. At the same time, I do think it's valuable for people to be depressed. It's very good because you learn a lot about yourself, and it's only up from there, typically, unless you stay down there, I guess. But, you know, survival of the fittest at that point. Oh, okay. Okay, no, wait. I just made an edit. Just want to clarify. I said, well, did she deserve it? JK, no. Haha, I'm kidding. OMG. But also, how hot was she? Asking for a friend. Ooh, how do I deal with a drug addict? Good question. If they are located in your house and you need them out, I suggest making a trail of crack that goes out... that goes out the front door, and when they get to the end of the trail, you shut the door and lock it. Similar to Hansel and Gretel, who names their kid Gretel, by the way? Drug addicts love drugs, and if they're in your house and they're not leaving, all you have to do is take their crack or whatever drug of choice, you know, whatever, fentanyl, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, and you leave little, like a trail, like a breadcrumb trail that leads them out the front door. And as they follow the line, like sniffing on the ground, they're just, you know, each step. As soon as they get out that door, you just wham! And you lock them out. And then, you know, if you have any parting words, you open the blinds. You say, fucking bitch, and then close it. That's all you really have to do. After that, you could call the cops. Let's see some other answers. I'm liking the answers we're seeing today. Marry early. How early are we talking? That could be disgusting. First, decide if you want to live or die. No joke. If we're talking about opiates, which I am, then you quite literally are playing Russian roulette with each dose of fentanyl-laced narcotics you consume. Jeez, okay. Way to kill the frickin' vibe. For some reason, forgot to read this question out loud, but it says, what do I do if I don't love my partner anymore? I said, put an ad out on Craigslist for them. I mean, I'm assuming they live with them. And speaking from experience, women seem to move on like the very next day, like within the same hour of you breaking up with them. Like they, sometimes even before you break, you know. So I think if you just make a Craigslist ad for them to like, hey, local single here, 27 in your area, looking for man with big gaga. What does that mean? And then at the same time, you can make another ad for you finding love. Be like, hey, looking for some big tatas with a good personality. But yeah, Craigslist is typically where I go for everything and anything that I need, especially when it comes to people. You can just sell people, not in like that kind of way, but you can just kind of pass them off kind of thing. So it's pretty cool over there. Let's see some answers. Okay, the first thing I see is this giant piece of art on my screen. It says, nothing stays, nothing is permanent. Feelings, people, circumstances. They all change. That's not being negative. That's being realistic. Oh, yeah? Really? Have you ever heard of permanent marker? Fucking idiot. Would you date a worthless 5'6" guy? Or do you want a real man? Neither. I'm not gay. Anonymous answered, well, yes. I've dated a 5'2" for a year. I'm 5'5". He was always conscious that that's fucking Jesus Christ. I mean, does that baby ever grow up? Do you know what I mean? Is that baby gonna get taller, or is it gonna stay the same? No. He was always conscious about this fact, and it really didn't matter to me. I was serious. However, it ended when I saw him sleeping with a 5'4". You know, it feels really odd that they're just kind of like saying their height, like a 5'4". Seems kind of disrespectful, but you know, who am I to judge? Very interesting. So I guess even short kings do cheat. Ladies, keep that in mind. That's why you should always pick the taller ones, or kind of like averaged height men, typically around 5'10" to 5'11", somewhere in that range, but closer to 5'11". And that's not coming from me. I've just heard over the years that that's kind of the sweet spot. And ironically, that's also my height. So it's kind of, you know, if you're looking. What is the meaning of the two words cheek and chick? I said, one of them you clap and one of them you slap. Now, I do not promote violence in any way, especially not men towards women. That is horrible. I'm going to leave this one open to interpretation. What is a word that means to make worse? I said wife. Do men actually want to cheat on their girlfriends? No, typically they're forced at gunpoint. Fucking idiot. Yeah, obviously they Obviously, men want to cheat on their girl. Now, I'm not saying me, personally. I actually have never cheated. That's me being 100% honest. But men who have cheated on their girlfriends, did they actually want to? Yes. I mean, it's not like they just accidentally slip in there. That doesn't just happen normally. It can, but, you know, slippery when wet. No. Jesus. All right. We're going to keep going. How do I say, yes, baby, I love too? With your stupid tight mouth hole. I don't know what yes, baby, I love too is supposed to mean, but it all comes out of the same hole, hopefully. What an idiot. That's why I called his mouth hole stupid. Would you ever date a feminine man? Jesus fucking Christ. No, I am not gay. Everyone at Thanksgiving thought that. Sam Johnson said, if he's smooth and wears a skirt. Why was I turned on about finding my wife cheating? I don't know. Go see a therapist or something. That's weird. That's so weird. You shouldn't know. No. At the same time, that's actually kind of a flex. So in theory, he's just immune to being cheated on. Like, he doesn't actually care. And that's kind of cool. If I had $1 for every time I got cheated on, I would have like $2, roughly. What do you call someone that talks behind your back? A freaking D-bag? Get the frick out of my face with that. Get, like, honestly, scram. If you're gonna talk ish behind my back, no. You're not my friend. However, there's not really a way to prevent this, and I'm pretty sure everyone in my life already does that. What can you tell a man that will make him trust you? Nice hog. Something that you would say in the locker room, in the showers, something like that, something along those lines. You just kind of notice, and I mean, not in a gay way, I'm saying, just like you just happen to glance and you just see it and you lock eyes with it. How do you make someone realize your importance? Oh, this is easy. Take everything they love away from them and then lock them in a room. I used to do this as a kid all the time. It worked very well. People immediately stopped fucking with you. My sister, who was much bigger than me back then, I am now huge. I would, you know, if push came to shove, I would lock her in a room. What is an incident which you can say, this has to be God's doing? Anal. It's typically always an accident. I've actually never done it. So, I think I've said this before, but I'm just not really a fan of the whole, like, poop shoot. I just don't like it. Is that just a me thing? Because it seems like everyone these days is, like, just eating straight butt consistently and constantly. And I don't understand the appeal or the desire to want to do that. I don't get it at all. I mean, you're playing with fire. It's like you're digging in a gold mine and you're hoping not to find gold. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all. And one piece of advice before I go would be to do not go around milking things.